Mattias, great challenge tonight with the Washington Capitals in town. But before we get there, how are things for you?
Good. Just trying to get better every day, get as many games under my belt as possible. And, I'm really enjoying my time, and I think I'm getting better every day.
So Don Granato the other day, we talked to him, and he says you're playing really good. He loves your game. The guys are loving your game. And then he said he got a chance to talk to your dad, at the Heritage Classic, and he says he's like always picking at you, like always like, he didn't do this so well. Is it the hockey coach in him that always brings that side, or do you once in a while say, hey, listen, like you stay over there in your own lane and I got this?
No, honestly, I love it. We are a hockey family for sure.
Yeah.
And I don't know, he's been in the game for so long. Having him it's never anything too bad. It's more just like fine details.
Yeah.
And, sometimes I take it and try to execute on the ice, and sometimes maybe I'll just wash it off. But I always listen to what he has to say.
Do you ever push back?
No, I'm too scared to.
He's
a big boy.
He's still intimidating, right?
He wasn't even coaching me. So when he was coaching the Phantoms back, like you were just a young buck. I was on the Flyers side, and like if I saw him coming down the hallway, I took a right-hand turn. Like he wasn't even my coach, and I would like avoid him because he's a great. Like I love him. He's a great guy. So he's not that scary. But if you don't know him, he can be a little bit scary, especially when you hear the stories of when he plays and the players that he played against. There's some tough ones there for sure.
Yeah, he's harmless, but he definitely has a little bit of an intimidating factor to him, and I try not to piss him off as much as possible.
What have you made of kind of this most recent little run here? The attention that the defense corps is getting for all the right reasons, and just kind of how you're enjoying this moment, because obviously it's not always easy at this level, and you guys have finally found a nice place here right now.
Yeah, I think we're just playing with a lot of confidence. The group is confident themselves, and we're executing out there and on the attack and not waiting back and everything. I think that's where we're most effective, and that's what we've been doing in this little run we've had here. And we're trying to build something, but obviously the results are nice, and getting them shows that we're doing the right things and we're on the right pace.
So you guys got to play the Oilers the other day. So you got McDavid, Draisaitl, you got Crosby the other night, and now Ovechkin coming in. One of the development coach that you guys have, Dan Girardi, I played with Danny G in New York, and he used to face Ovechkin all the time. We had him against in the playoffs. Did he say anything to you guys about facing Ovechkin and what he used to do? And I know he's involved in talking to you and Darlene and a bunch of the defensemen, but does he use his own personal experience to help you guys get better?
He didn't today, but he does a lot of the times with whoever it is around the league. Like today we did video, and he'll chime in on what he sees or what he experienced playing against guys, and that helps a lot because, he retired 2 years ago.
Yeah.
He's fresh out of the game, and he obviously knows how fast and hard it is. So, whenever G says something, you usually listen.
Yeah, he actually made a comment. He saw me in the press box the other night. I had just a glass with like regular Coca-Cola in it, and he walked by. He goes, "What is that? Rum and Coke, Marty?" Like,
yeah,
he's a funny man.
I don't think I've ever seen G be serious. He's always joking and always keeps it light, which is really nice to have around the room.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
What is it like when you keep going from star to star to star as far as the preparation and the video breakdowns and things like that, and how dramatically different is that? I think fans can see on the surface what they think between one superstar to the next, but from your position, what's that like?
I think it's exciting. A lot of these guys, it's my first time playing against them, so for me, I look forward to the challenge and basically testing my ability against star players, and every night's exciting. I love going out on the ice and seeing Sid on the other side, or I watched him growing up. I was a huge fan growing up, so now to play against him and try to stop him, it's fun, and your competitive side comes out, and you want to prove that you could do it.
Yeah, that's really good. Okay, so you are here in Buffalo now, and you've been for a little bit. The season didn't start the way you wanted it, obviously. You got hurt in the Prospect Challenge. Where do you feel and how important was it for you to catch up during the season? Because most of us thought you were going to be in the opening day roster, and the injury kind of derailed that. Are you happy with where you are right now, despite all the challenges this year?
Yeah, I'm extremely happy. I think obviously the injury is unfortunate, but I mean it's part of the game. I just think I needed that time down in Rochester to get my feet back under me and get back to game speed and everything. So, I mean, I think looking back on it now, it was the right move and it all worked out in the end. So I'm happy with how it went and how it's been going now.
Are you missing your boys, Quinn and Scarfo?
Yeah, I mean, we FaceTime probably every day. I FaceTime both of them yesterday for quite some time. We're really close, the three of us. So
how did that happen? Honestly, you have given us collectively so much as far as, you showing up for Quinn's debut, the pictures, the Instagram stuff. Like, honestly, it's so fun to see. How did it all come together for the three of you guys?
We were together, I think it was a Sunday. We were at Scarf's place watching football, and Kevin Adams called Quinny and said, come up tonight. You're going to play tomorrow, make your debut. And when he was on the phone, or he looked at the phone and saw it was Kevin Adams, so me and Scarf just assumed that, he's making his debut. So when he was in the hallway talking, we were like, we got to go. Like, I can't miss this kid's debut. So, I mean, I think it just shows how close guys are in this organization. You're really trying to build a family culture, and I think that's the best way to do it. When guys are really close, you want to go to battle just a little bit extra for the guy next to you. So, yeah, that was pretty funny. I got a lot of chirps from that, but it was. I'm glad I was.
Wasn't
there.
it Scarfo the other day that fell backwards, got a sniper, and allowed the breakaway? Did you see that clip? Oh, we're gonna have to show you. So he's backing out in the neutral zone, and all of a sudden he heel picked and went down.
For some reason, he was the last guy back, and it wasn't. It was not a good look, and yeah, it was tough.
So we got some ammunition for you. We'll show you the clip.
You
can chirp him, but it's good. You're right. Like when you guys can chirp one another, support one another, go into battle one another. I mean, that has to make you feel comfortable. And we see the growth of the locker room with, the Flint Tropics uniforms you guys wear at the Heritage Classic. Is this one of the? And I mean, you probably had some really good locker rooms, but is this one of the best locker rooms you've been a part of?
Yeah, I mean, for sure, it's becoming the best.
It's becoming. Yeah, I like that.
I don't think we're done growing as a team or done getting closer. I mean, we're all so young, and a lot of us are learning the NHL together, which brings you closer. But I mean, the more games, years, whatever you play with each other, you're going to become closer. And there's a lot of us in the same age range, which makes it really easy.
Yeah, they all have the same age range. They don't all have the same age look. You look and sound like you're, 5 or 6 years old. Or do the guys give you a hard time about that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like Quinny can't even shave or whatever, and like you're in a different place.
Yeah, I get a lot of chirps about looking like I'm 40. So
your headshot doesn't help though.
Yeah, exactly.
Next year you gotta do something.
I'm not a morning person, and that was an early.
Do we have to worry then? We happen to like matinee games around here, so like 1 o'clock Saturday and Sundays are not your thing, or what?
I don't know. I feel like I need to. I always have to warm up extra for those games. It's hard for me to wake up and be in game mode right away.
Yeah,
I need an hour or two to wake up and get going.
So just going back to Scarfo and Quinn, with the whole social media thing, because we had, was it Quinny? I guess we had on the Instigators Overtime podcast.
Yes.
But just that picture from The Hangover, right? That you got, that in itself was so well done. You guys must have been proud of the effort there. The side by side's pretty darn real.
Yeah, Scarf actually did all the work.
Yeah.
Me and Quinny showed up that morning to his place, and he had our outfits, and we just threw it on. And the place we went, actually, the elevator kind of looked pretty similar, so it worked out pretty perfect. But that was funny. I got a lot of comments.
Were you
about
guys
that.
in character all day, all night for that, or did
I
you?
wore the baby all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were Alan all day.
I was Alan all day. Yeah. Wore the sunglasses all night. Yeah,
Did you sing the song? We're the three best friends that anybody could have. Or?
We never performed it or anything, but the whole day we were kind of just singing it to each other on the side, and Yeah.
I remember when you were drafted, I think we had a brief discussion about, you growing up in Asbury Park. What's Asbury Park mean to you? Did you get there much as a kid? Do you plan to go there in the off season?
Asbury Park?
Yeah, Jersey. Because you're a Jersey guy, right?
Yeah. I mean, I grew up there.
You get to
obviously
Jersey,
know
yeah.
the area, and it's a great place to grow up. I go back every summer.
Yeah.
I train there. I train at the practice facility in the summers, and I mean, all my friends are there. It's what I knew growing up. So,
So can I just tell you that I know where the gym is in that flyer skate zone, like in Voorhees.
never been there.
Never been there. I know it's upstairs, or it used to be upstairs, but never been there. I don't know why. Like, my pass didn't work. Every time I tried to go, it didn't work.
I don't have a pass. I get stuck between the doors all the time.
Love it. What's the one thing that's interesting, last one for you, but on the ice, is you've kind of had some rotating partners here just based on necessity due to injury. And I would say this, the first time you played with Bryson, I felt like Jacob's game really took off that night, almost as if he finally had a clear green light conscience to use his wheels. What has it been like for you kind of going with some different partners here?
Yeah, I mean, they've all been great. Like playing with Pisser, I mean, he's been in the league for so long. It's easy. Just playing with a vet, you know he's going to do his job, and you just have to worry about your end. And then with Fitzy, I mean, most of my pro career, he's been my D partner, so there's a lot of comfortability there, and we're really close too, so it's nice playing with a guy you're close with. You could give it to him, he'll give it to you when you're not playing well, and you don't take it personal. He's just looking out for you. And then with Bryce, he's super easy to play with. It's nice when he goes back for a puck and just skates it out himself. I just don't have to do much. So, but they're all easy guys to play with, so switching around is not difficult.
Just quickly with Fitzgerald, is there a moment where, because he looks like he's always looking for trouble, like he's always pushing after the whistle, is there a moment you come back to the bench and you're like, listen, Fitzy, like, if you're gonna do it, like, you're on your own, man, because I'm done having your back now. I'm done jumping in every time, because he always wants to get like the last shot in every time there's a scrum.
Yeah, that's just who he is. I think it's hilarious. I never tell him to back off. It gets him in his game. I think he plays better, honestly, when he's playing like that too, and in guys' faces. And
I'd feel good.
I'd
feel good if I had you as my backup. I'd be giving a few extra shots and be like, "No, don't worry, I got 23 coming behind."
I'll never tell him not to do it, and I'll always have his back. Depends who he takes, though.
That's also because even if you said it, he would never change, right? Like
he would do it more, just to aggravate
he would
me,
do it more.
Yeah.
Hey, we were doing a thing the other night for season ticket members, and I was on with Casey and Jeff, and I asked them one word to describe their coach, Don Granato. What word would you use to describe him?
Ooh, I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble here.
That's what I was gonna say.
I think you could say intelligent. The way he talks, the way he carries himself, he just seems like a smart man. And we watch video, and he's fine detailing everything. And I mean, he thinks the game, I think, different too than a lot of players, which is nice. You get a different perspective, and he does it in a way that's not, like, you should be doing this and this. It's more of a discussion type, and I think that's what gives a lot of the young players comfort in playing their game.
I think intelligence is a good word.
Mitzi, by the way, used positive, and Skinner used approachable, which I thought was a really, really good word. And
that's
you guys
true.
really, like, this is an important time to feel that with all the comings and goings with the roster this year. Like, I thought it was a really good word.
The first word that came to my mind was geek. And in a positive way, because he seems like a bit of a hockey nerd, a hockey geek, but in a positive way. So intelligent, I think, fits into that, because that hockey IQ kind of shows when Don talks about the systems, the structures, and the way you guys play. So maybe I said geek, so I'm the one that's
said
gonna
it now.
get in trouble,
So we'll let you out on that note. Good luck tonight, Mattias.
Yeah, thank you guys.